I'll be reacting to Tropical-Rouge Precure episode 39. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go! Oh yeah. I'm always a fan of Toei's cool-looking mascot. I think it's full of style. I'm actually surprised how made an animation regarding that mascot. Feels like it'd be kick-ass. It's nice to see Yoriko and Asuka actually patched the relationship up. And especially considering the fact that they're helping each other out by sparring. Oh, that's actually kind of cute that they all want to pitch in on that. And that'd be cost efficient too. Oh, I never get old. It never gets old when Kuruna's like ever. I love how even Kuruna like lifts up its cute little arm. I love that little touch in the detail in the animation. And plus, our weekly dose of Tropica Shining never hurts. You know, her mother ain't wrong about that. There's always something beautiful about people going all out. Oh yeah, the chick from one of the previous episodes. Oh, so no. I kind of like this, how they extend one of the plot points from the previous episodes. And you know what? This is going to be good for Sango because it could also be a nice little extension of that modeling goal that she did have a few weeks ago. So that's why I'm really loving where this is going, because this might finally be the episode that turns Sango into a character instead of just a background decoration that's there to make it feel like there's more characters than just Monatsu, Laura, and Asuka. Because honestly, if we're talking about characters that are really good in this series, there's only two. Just Monatsu and Laura. Asuka's nice, though. I ain't gonna lie. The series has been actually always tries to give Asuka her moments. But lately, I feel like Sango and Minorin have been neglected. Like, they haven't had much episodes to themselves. They haven't really had that it factor. Because at the very least, when it comes to Asuka, she has Yoriko in the episode. Oh, I love that little effect of the shield in the opening. It looks damn badass. Speaking of which, I do wonder when we're going to see Chef Chonge, Elde, and Nuity actually attack the girls. Because the series is already pretty late in the game. It's already in episode 39. It's about to hit the 40s, and you haven't really seen any of those three try to launch an offensive against the girls yet. And like I'd say more like 1v5 combat. Hope we get that eventually. Because that's something that I'll give to Healing Good that did better. Healing Good at the very least up the stakes on occasions by having Dairozen or Baltemoto attack the girls in that series, which we haven't really seen in this series yet. And that's where I feel this series is having like a little missed opportunity moment here. Not to say it makes Tropical-Rouge pretty clear and bad. No, it doesn't. The series is still good. But it has weaknesses, though. Oh, this is adorable. I don't think it'd be a surprise at all, though. Considering what's been established about Sango a few episodes ago. Ah! I love how she says Tropica Shining. Her eyes are also literally Tropica Shining, too. And that's an extra layer to the cuteness here. That never gets old. Honestly, Asuka always looks like she's shining brightly. Well, because now well, not just that, but things have been ending up better for Asuka lately, if you go by technicalities. Yeah, honestly, they all have some ambitious goals. But honestly, though, Songo does have her passions too, though. Oh, oh, the fucking oh. But no, like seriously, that's adorable. But no, what Songo's saying is actually a really good bit though, because her struggle is similar to mine because it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do in life too. Doesn't mean that she can't start now though. She's still super young. That she does. Oh, okay. I like how she poached the Tropica Shine line now. That she does need to shine in the series though, because that's the only thing that I kind of do agree with her. She hasn't really shined enough in this series yet. Hopefully, this will be that episode for her. Aww. Manatsu's. Yeah, she is just a bundle of joy. Songo is cute. You can't deny it. Oh. Yeah, honestly, Songo has all those nice advantages. And the kids thing actually is something they showed off a few episodes ago. No, I actually want to hear myself keep on going. You know, that wouldn't surprise me about Manatsu that she'd actually be there. And I love this too because it shows you how absorbent Manatsu is too, aside from being a great motivator. Yes! I'm assuming she felt, aw. Oh. I love how now she wants to live vicariously through freaking Songo. Oh, that's really touching there. And it's in exactly the type of lower thing to do. I just put the three evil stooges don't fuck it up for her. I hope they don't fuck it up for her, girl. She really needs this. Who am I kidding? They're gonna muck it up somehow. I mean, you can't have an episode without LDA, Numity, or Chef Chongi, one of those three, doing something dastardly, well, I want to say dastardly evil, but evil. Whoa! She looked like she aged up like 3 or 4 years, and I mean in a good way. Aww. Kind of feel bad for this grown doll. Oh! Because as much as I want Songo to win, I don't want I mean, I could see why there'd be a lot of wrong with that. The pressure's getting to her. She's not able to apply the makeup on herself. I could see why she wouldn't have high expectations about herself. But what this girl has to consider is that she made it to the third round, though. That means she has talent. You know, if our Songo doesn't succeed, I wouldn't mind if this girl succeeded. I still want Songo to succeed, though. And I love how this shows you Songo's maturity, too. And it shows you... Whoa! You know, of all those fellows, honestly, our Songo should be a makeup artist. Like, she would... Yeah, she would... Whoa, okay. She's got the magic touch. But that's good for Songo though, because at least she'll find that she's good at something that she could apply herself to if this fails. All right, now I really hope it goes well. Woo, boy, talk about in the pressure. Maybe here she'll realize that modeling probably isn't what it's cracked up to be. That's my guess. That's gotta be it. I'm assuming because she wants to be a makeup artist. That's probably it. The thing is, though, they can't live life worrying about attacking, though. Okay, honestly, Song was not that okay. No, from a combat standpoint, she hasn't been that valuable. As long as they have Laura, they'll be fine. Hell, Laura's even soloed a few of the opposition. So has Manatsu, so it should be fine. And you know she's right. And plus, they can't be everywhere at once. Hey, for Minori, that's probably a lot, though, coming from her. I'm assuming she quit. Oh, never mind. Whoa. Although, in saying that, I kind of feel like they shortchanged Sango and not. Or maybe she didn't pass it. She's lying. Oh, no, never mind. She did pass. So she's concerned about the other three. All right, I actually like this because here it shows you how good the continuity is for the series. Even though, yes, they're not showing Yuno for that much, they're showing her enough to at least be like, she's still here. She still exists, and it makes the Tropical-Rouge Precure verse feel a little bit more Tropica shining, so to speak. And yes, pun absolutely intended here. And like harkens back to that previous episode. I like this because at least here she's in a what? Well, yeah, I mean, Yuno's a professional, but I like how here she took time out of her day to help lift up Sango emotionally. That's actually really sweet. I mean, she would have. Yeah, I'm assuming she'd have to. Mm-hmm. The Yanada is always ruining the fun. Isn't this still every single time they try this? No, like seriously, whenever the girls are like, oh yeah, just do your thing. Because when they tried this shit with Asuka going for her audition, they failed until Asuka showed up. When it tried this shit, when Laura was trying to make her campaign speech, the girls were failing until Laura came up to bail them out. They already did this plot point 2 times. I mean, I don't know why they're doing it this time. I really think this episode would have been better off if they would have just had Sango join the girls because it would have made the series self-aware. I mean, there is such a thing where if you try the same thing multiple times and you expect the same end result, that'd be the definition of an insanity. This kind of feels like the definition of an insanity. Now, if the episode surprises and suppresses my expectations and having these girls kicked the ass of the Yanade Da without Sango, I'd be damn surprised and I'll actually be impressed. I'll be like, okay. Now that's the type of subversion of expectations I could go for. I'm just listing y'all my concerns because they've done this same specific plot point 2 times, with this now being the 3rd time. First with Laura, then Asuka, and now Sango. And now they're going to jinx themselves. Somehow they're going to get their asses bounced. Hey, the animation, even though it's not amazing, it actually looks kind of decent. Here, at least, we're seeing them put more effort into this song episode than the previous one. With the way the Yanai does, like, body reacts whenever it gets hit. Yeah, I mean, girls should know how to dodge. They really should. I'm assuming with this, she's going to forfeit. But here's the thing, though. I would have loved this episode. Okay. I love a Nui's kinky user when she's like, you can have it back. Okay. That was a damn good line of dialogue. And I love how here the fact that Sangha would be really effective against this type of Yanade Da, because if she had the shield, she would have been able to block that easily. So allow this matchup is being set up to. It's pretty gutted for her to be showing up. Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about this. This is bad directing by Toei now. Let me explain why. The episode's still good. I like it, but come on. Are we really going to expect Numeri to just sit there for like a minute? Wait for Sangha to put all her makeup and then transform into a Precure from. I mean, come the fuck on. Even Healing Good Precure have had the common sense of having the girls sometimes hide into a location, hide it into anywhere into a building before transforming so that they wouldn't be in danger. Whenever you had Dairos and Shindone, Gararu attacking, this just makes no sense. Why the fuck would you transform against the Yanade Da and put yourself in danger? And why is somebody just sitting there allowing this to happen? If I were Numeri, I'll be launching the Yanade Da to like try to smash Sango's body before she can transform. And look, she waited. And Numeri, why are you acting surprised? She showed up right there in front of you earlier. Again, though, this doesn't make the episode bad per se, but it keeps it from being great. Now it's just that's going to be decent to slightly good. Sub-Spiral, Matt. But honestly, though, Toei did make a plot hole. Again, the punching animations look good. Like, you can tell the animators this time are trying hard. It's just a case of some decent animators in the episode with directing or even storyboarding talent that's just not up to par. Well, yeah, that's pretty much Sango's role. She's the shielder of the group. That's actually a nice observation of her own abilities there when it comes to Sango. I love that kick-kiss sound effect. Okay, that looks like an upgrade because she's able to do it multiple times instead of just using a singular shield that only she can utilize. Now, that's a nice practical application of her abilities there. Oh, snap, she finally got her own offense maneuver. Okay, now I want to see her victory pose. I kind of would have wished we would have seen Sango utilize a finisher this week. Or maybe we'll still get Sango doing the finisher. Oh yeah, the beat dynamic. Yeah. I guess it makes sense that they'd want to utilize this technique, considering it's what they spotlighted a few episodes ago. But y'all can't blame for being a little bit greedy, though, and wanting Songo to have her own finisher. I love that clink sound effect, too, whenever she gets that mirror. Just adds a lot more gravity to this special attack. I love that clack sound. And this really fits to the Tropical-Rouge vibe and the sea vibes, too, because I like this more than the beat dynamic because you actually hear swimming sound effects and the swimming implemented, too. Yeah, it really fits the series really well. Spiral Matt. Hey, nobody should have picked better that time. Ah, but it makes sense though. I don't think she has anything to apologize for though. Yeah, I mean, we all know someone would have passed. But this makes sense though, especially when she was shouting that the other three girls didn't. No, I mean you could see that as a weight spiral, Matt, but they actually have been building up that Songo has been liking to style up other people because they actually kind of did utilize this plot point when she helped out Yuna a few episodes ago when she was first introduced to Yuna. So Songo wanted to make other people cuter. It's a plot point they had there in the previous episodes. At least it didn't feel like an asshole here. Well, yeah, I know Laura doesn't agree with me, but Songo probably would. Songo probably would, Spiral Matt. Songo would, that's what matters. Songo would. Considering the decision that she made. I can't dance either. That's why I'm not going to attempt it, because I would look absolutely ridiculous. But let me rate the episode overall, though. Oh yeah, you asked about Madoka. It got delayed. Shaft is having production issues. It was supposed to come out this December. But honestly, though, when they announced the Magic record was coming December, I didn't even believe it. I was like, yeah, bullshit. When I saw that news months ago, I was like, this is Studio Shaft we're talking about. They can't do shit on time. Shaft can't do shit on time. This is Shaft we're talking about. The studio that's notorious for having a lot of production delays for a lot of their anime nowadays. It's Shaft, though. You should always expect delays with Studio Shaft. But let me get on to what made the episode good, though. Did the episode have stupid bullshit? Yes, it did. Songo transforming him from a Numini doing nothing about it was stupid. I am not gonna fucking bullshit about that. It was stupid as fuck. But that was the only stupid as fuck moment I saw in the episode, because everything else in the episode was pretty good for the most part. And let me explain what was good about it. For one, it felt like with Songo, at least here they haven't explored different avenues. So it makes her feel like a slightly more fleshed out character. Is she still on the depth levels of, say, Asuka, Manatsu, or Laura? No, she's not. She's not even close. But hey, at least she's getting better as a character. Even though it isn't. But what I would like, it's better than nothing. Okay, now after this, yo, you can tell you can tell there's a lot of bias for Minori in here, because it feels like in the preview for this episode, the animators are trying harder, but just a little bit more though. That's what I'm saying. Songo is just okay. Like, she's not a bad character, but she's not impressive either. She just gets the job done. If I were to compare her to Burger, here's what I'd do if I compare the burgers. Manatsu and Laura. Manatsu's like a triple cheeseburger, grilled onion style in In-N-Out. Low would be the Five Guys burger with all the toppings. And then Song would be like the bland McDonald's hamburger with not even any cheese on it. That's how, if I were to compare girls with burgers, those would be the burgers I'd compare them to. Well, Midori is actually pretty cool. I would compare her to a double cheeseburger at McDonald's, and Asuka would probably be a Big Mac if I were to like use burger tiers. That's how I'd compare the girls. Yes, that's pretty much Manatsu. It should be like the triple cheeseburger, and lower would be like the fancy Five Guys burger. But anyways, all jokes aside, though, at least it made Sango have a little bit more layers. That's a good question. I'd have to think about that deeply when it comes to fries. Aside from that, I like the character development. Aside from finally seeing that Sango learning what she wants to do, I love the fact that for at the very least this episode, you see Laura in a supportive role this time where even though she failed, you can see she wanted to help out her girl Sango. I thought that was actually sweet. I also love what they did with not just her, but with Minato here actually seeing her go out of her way to encourage her girl. There's something really beautiful about that. Yes, we do animated Joji. We all need character developments in the anime. Because really in this series, only 3 out of the 5 girls we can say have a good amount of fleshing out. But only 2 of them, Manatsu and Laura, are the ones where we can say, yeah, the writing staff does a really good job with them. And I really hope that changes. Something I am kind of getting concerned about when it comes to the series, it's already episode 39, and I still feel like they've done fuck all with Numidi, Elde, and Chef Chonge. It feels like these antagonists are nothing burgers. Like they've done nothing at all. It's like, at least at this point in Healing Good Precure, when we have our villains like freaking Dairozen, I actually fear Dairozen because he kicked a lot of ass when he came to throw down against Nodoka and Healing Good Precure. And Healing Good Precure had issues. And even its antagonists were issues. But in this series, it's an even bigger issue than Healing Good's issue. They don't have impact at all, the antagonists. They fucking don't. Which is a damn shame because I feel like this series has better protagonists than Healing Good. So Healing Good essentially had a better antagonist, but worse protagonist. This series has better protagonists, but worse antagonists. Which is a damn crying shame. Because there hasn't been any moment where I'm like, oh my, what Elde or Selfish Dude or Chef Chongi did is epic. I absolutely fear them. No, it's already episode 39 and I don't feel that way for any of our antagonists. At least in Healing Good by this point, at least Dairozen was respectful enough where I'm like, okay, this guy's a fucking big deal. Yeah, I heard Cart Patch Precure was the peak of Precure, and after that, it's been south for the Precure franchise. Although some people would say Go-Go Princess Precure was actually a bright spot. But I still have yet to see Go-Go Princess Precure, I think that's what it's called, and Heart Catch. I still have yet to see those 2. Yeah, it's close to the end and the antagonists haven't done anything. That's why I said this episode of weaknesses, because I really can't take the antagonists seriously enough. They haven't done anything to warrant me being like, oh yeah, they're memorable when it comes from a threat standpoint. And here's the thing too that annoys me. Elde-chan. After that episode she had with Manatsu, she's done fuck all. She's done nothing. She hasn't gone in any extra bits of character development at all. Which is a damn shame because it felt like that episode where she was bonding with Manatsu, it felt like they were going to make her mean something. Nah. She has done fuck all of nothing. And seriously, what are the series going to do with the Witch of Delays? Is she just going to be a jobber when she gets introduced in combat just to get her ass beat by the other girls? Because that's what it's looking like at all. I'm just saying. And yeah, that's why even though I like this episode, it had weaknesses. But in saying that, the thing is, even if it's in the later episode spiral, it's still not going to be enough time to give off depth to every single antagonist. They're not going to be able to give depth to Elde, Numidi, Shellfish Dude, Chef Chonge, Witch Delays. You've got whatever the whole backstory is with the legendary Precure. They're going to rush it, dude. Yeah, they have to do all this, build up all these antagonists. They still got to give us the backstory of the legendary Precure. They still got to explain why mermaids' memories get erased whenever they leave Grand Ocean. They got to also have an epilogue. The series is going to have a rushed ending. We got to accept it. It's going to be rushed. There's no way they can do all this properly in 19 episodes. I mean, there is, but it's highly unlikely with the way this series is going. I just hope at least they have some fun-looking final fights, because at this point, I'm keeping my expectations in the middle range. They're not low, but they're not super high. They're in the mid-tier. Yeah, that's a bit too late, Spiral Matt. That's exactly my problem with Feeling Good. And them doing it and waiting until the end, there's not enough time to like process their grand scope and the whole scheme of things. And it feels like a matter of fact. It feels like an afternote. Instead of giving that development earlier, like and say when Naruto did it, they gave Pain a lot of development before he was downsed. Or even in Toei's other anime, Gekige no Gitaro, which was also done by Toei, that had antagonists have a death over the span of a few episodes, where they introduce them in like an episode, then they come back 9-10 episodes, have more moments, then they're gone for like 3 episodes, they show up again, then they show up again, pre-archy. That's what they should be doing with this series, so that whenever they explain the motives, it'll feel like the villains mean more of something. Unfortunately, seems like Precure has this issue every fucking time. It feels like I can't trust this series to have good villains. It feels like it's impossible. Except for Heartcatcher. I heard Heartcatcher is like one of the few Precure series that has good villains. But that's it, though. Save for that, this series, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad writing. That's bad writing straight up for Higotsu. No wonder why people call Higotsu Precure really bad. Holy shit, that's terrible. That's still terrible, though, because it's like, if you're going to do that to a villain, give them build up first, so that when they switch sides, it's like, oh my gosh, this feels monumentous. There, it just feels matter of fact. Yeah. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. No wonder why people call Higotsu Precure the lowest point in Precure. Holy shit, that's awful. Holy fuck. That's terrible. Oh, shit. Hey, I mean, at least this series hasn't gone to low points, so I'll give it credit. At least it hasn't gone that far. But yeah, hopefully Tropical-Rouge Precure does something soon to make the villains credible, because they haven't done that yet, like, at all. But no, overall, the episode's still good, though. I love how we saw Sango really enjoy helping out other people. I thought that led to a lot of nice, heartful sequences. I also thought the visual quality of the episode was nice. It wasn't amazing, but it looked good. Artwork was cool. I liked the music, and that's why I like this episode enough. Where I've already rated it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10 for above average. It's a good episode. It's a good episode with some problems, but it's still enjoyable. Well, thankfully, though, Spiral Matt, this series hasn't done that. But anyways, before I go, let me just say thank y'all for watching my video. Thank you very much, Spiral Matt, for commenting. Hope y'all read it, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.